Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. All right, watching 186 as a potential short. First, the price needs to get up above it and then hit right around, let's call it 186.50-ish. So we're above it. Let's just see if it can go up a bit more. I'm looking to get short. So for beginners out there, that means I would want the price to go down, and nope. As you can see, it's coming back down. So it didn't quite get, it did break above 186, but didn't quite go as high as I would have liked to it have gone. So as of now, never mind on that trade. But the market's only been open for 2 minutes. Wow. Look at it. Right down it goes. Oh, well, hindsight should have just gotten in. But hey, that's hindsight, right? We're all very wealthy in our hindsight trading accounts. Goodness, look at that thing. Just dropped straight back down. Again, from a short side, that would have been very good for me. All right, I will pause. Okay, gonna go ahead and get short here at 157.44 on Netflix. Let's see if this thing wants to get down here through the 157 area. All right, just going to take a, because I want to get my eyes back here on Tesla. Wasn't quite moving. Want to see it get moving. And then what's going on with BABA here? Yeah, Netflix is or not Netflix, Nvidia, still watching off screen. Not doing anything. And at this point has certainly, I mean, I already thought it was a 50-50 setup by the time, I gave it time, and then it transitioned into the period of, okay, now this feels just like a 50-50 movement. And you can see that right now I could easily see it heading back up now at this point in time. Again, that doesn't mean that it will, but like I said, and yeah, there it goes back up. So, yep, played that one just fine. All right, here, maybe we're going to get another chance on Tesla. Although Tesla's not that, yeah. So that move is only worth 50 cents. Interesting, okay. Nvidia, though, could be interested once again if this wants to come back down. So that becomes an interesting situation. If this movement here fails, because that was a bounce, but let's see if it fails and comes back down. Like I said, that could be an interesting proposition there. But I will go ahead and pause for now. Okay, I have an order at 158.25, looking for a back test here. So this thing needs to come up a bit. There we go, in. So this is either just a fake move that comes back down, or maybe this is the start of something bigger, and if it is the start of something bigger, well then I'll have to bow out of the trade. But I can see this certainly working out in my favor and coming back down. But let's see what it wants to do. Just a waiting game right now. So took off 100. Got another 100 off. Problem could be that trend line right there. So took another 100 off. Still have 200, and I'm going to hold these 200 to see if we can get the break of that trend line. And just going to put a stop at 158.51. So now, like I said, that's what it's a question of. Okay, going to move that down to 158.01 now. So now it's not a matter of if I make money, just how much money am I going to make, which is a good spot to be in, because this thing's either going to continue to break down or it's going to take me out, and that'll be all she wrote. But I'm going to let these 200 shares work for me. But if it goes up, and I'm out. So there we go. Like I said, a nice spot to be in, though, as a trader. And as I said, that trend line could have been a problem, and it was indeed a problem. So yes, in hindsight, I should have just gotten out at the trend line completely. But again, we're talking hindsight here, because what happens if that trend line would have been destroyed? Holy smokes. What a move. Back up. That's actually a little scary as far as the market's concerned. Look at that. Because, I mean, that was looking great. It was acting very technical. Did actually break that trend line slightly. And then to see it move that quick in the opposite direction truly still goes to illustrate the choppiness nature of the market that is out there. Wow. Yeah, that is kind of spooky to know that that's the sort of price action that exists out there. And that is why I have and will continue to be more aggressive than normal in some of my trades, because these things are lurking out there quite a bit. Does it happen every time? Of course not. But does it happen more often than usual? Yeah, that's what I've been noticing in the market. And I mean, really, things are so crazy. I would not be, whoops. No, I definitely don't want to be looking at AT&T. No thanks. No thanks. But I would not be shocked at all to see the price coming back down to that 157.50 area. Which I realize seems crazy because the price is all the way up here. But like I said, that's just sort of how crazy the market has been. But wow. Well, it is what it is on that one. So we'll see what Tesla wants to do, but yeah, that movement in Nvidia, absolutely bonkers. So I played that one, I'd say about as good as I could have. Now, of course, I could have gotten everything out at the trend line. So no, but I mean, given the circumstances and given, you know, I don't have hindsight, I'm very pleased with how I played that one. And we'll see if Tesla wants to come into play. That 182.50-ish area is going to be a key level. But, you know, I'm not going to wait for all the way at 182.50. But if the price can push down through there, you'd think it probably have some potential. But, all right, I will go ahead and pause. We'll turn my back for a second, and down through the trend line it goes. Although the way to approach the trend line, I don't think I would have taken the trade. I still keep glancing at Nvidia, but yeah. Such a shame. Got filled on the back test. Came back down beautifully. And then just boop, up it went. All right, I will pause. So real quick, big question. Hey, Clay, how does your chat room work? Here you go. Member B. Rossi just met up 110.50 flush point. And I'm, you know, not a puppet. Nobody in the room is puppet. So we all do think for ourselves. But I will say that I really, really agree with him and really, really like this area. So I am, you know, willing and will take that trade if 110.50 comes into play, because yeah, that's a nice looking area, and hopefully we can see a real life example of how the chat room works and how I benefit from it too. I mean, when you surround yourself with quality traders that you know, many have invested into my program, so I know that they know what they're looking at. But even if somebody doesn't know what they're looking at, because I do, I'm like, what is that person talking about? Or I disagree, but I do agree with B. Rossi here on that one about 110.50. But who knows? It may not come into play, because again, that is the nature of these live videos. So as of now, looking like a never mind, but we'll see what happens. and I'll keep a close eye on it. Okay, approaching 110.50, and did I miss it? Let's do this, 110.65. See if I can fill down a back test. A little bit more. There we go, in on the back test. So let's see if this thing wants to come back down now. Or is this just gonna snap right up like we've seen the market do? Would not be totally shocking. And if it does, yeah, I give back my gains, but it's not like I'm up a whole lot anyways. So not looking so good right now. There was the breakdown, which I missed. Waited for the back test, got the back test, but as of now, maybe that wasn't actually a back test. Maybe that was the start of just complete total turnaround. And if that's the case, then so be it. Still like the entry point. I'm glad I didn't chase it down or anything like that, but yeah, we'll see what it wants to do, but not the fastest of movers though, huh? Look at this tight little range now all of a sudden. Yeah, not looking so good. Okay, out there. So yeah, now down $12 on the day, which I'm completely fine with. 184.50. Now, if I was up like $1,000 and now all of a sudden after one trade I'm down $12, that's a much different set of circumstances there. But okay, Tesla looking interesting. I'll go ahead and pause. Markets are picking up some momentum here. So interested in potentially Tesla. Facebook came back down, so that's always great. Yeah, I'm going to pass on it. Thinking 184, but just the approach, once again, not the exact approach that I'd like. So I will go ahead and pause. All right, I am going to try to get filled here on a back test. There we go, 184.55. So same idea. Let's see if this is just a back test of that trend line and if it wants to come back down. Can I finally get... Now, a lot of this is going to have to do with the markets here. Can the markets push down through the VWAP, which is that yellow line? And if it can, I should definitely get a nice little boost here in my trade. So again, this chart right here is the SPY, and I'm thinking that this thing can break down, and if it does, that should certainly help out my trade here. So we'll just have to see if that actually plays out or not. So I'll keep both. So there we go. That's coming down, and Tesla going the opposite way. Not good. So I'm hopping out there just because you saw it. Tesla, or market going down, and I did want to show you market going down. Tesla basically doing the exact opposite. So Tesla seems to now be showing some signs of strength. And Meta, you can see, look at that. That happens. I guess, yeah. I sold basically right at the, what was the high? I thought, put it right above. High of 111.03, 111.03. I got stopped out at 111.02. So yes, technically speaking, should have been a couple more cents higher. And it would have rolled back over and I would have been okay, but that's funny. Yeah, and then look at Tesla. Up it goes. 184 though, still interesting. Target also at 153. Yeah, actually that's a very interesting level. Yeah, there goes Tesla. Yep, that's definitely worth showing. So you can see, check it out. Market's going down, Tesla trending up. And now, okay, now it's looking like the markets are finally dragging it down. $153. Yeah, Tesla's not the, or I mean, Target's not the quickest of movers. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. All right, watching Netflix here. Oh, did I miss it? I did. Although I thought, did my screen freeze up or is Netflix just that slow? I'm not quite sure, but either way, I missed it, and that might have been a good thing just because looking at, like I said, to be fair, maybe somehow the software froze up my screen, but the level 2s for a second were just not moving. But I will go ahead and pause. Watching coin here. Oh, I missed that one too. Can I get filled? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Back test fill. Let's see if this thing... Ooh, not the greatest. Oh, come on, markets. Markets are coming down. More so, come on, coin, follow the markets. And come on, markets, help drag coin down. See what it wants to do. Not looking so good though, but not going to give up on it because it hasn't done anything right or wrong. Is it being annoying? Yes. Has it done anything wrong? No, but it's about to do something wrong. Okay, got to get out. All right. Well, that one didn't work out. Thought it'd come back down, roll over. It did not. Just kept on going. The market's recovered, and that definitely pushed that one back up. So down 172. So just kind of floundering around. So 159 could get interesting here. Do I want to try to anticipate it though is the question. Yeah, maybe so. Get 159.35 with an anticipation that it comes down through that trend line. I can see that potentially making sense. All right, I will pause and we'll see what else is out there. Okay, coming down in at 159.35. Let's see what it wants to do here. Again, 159.35 was the entry point, looking for this thing to get down through that trend line and then pick up momentum. And not looking so good. And I'm out of the game. I got to be done. So I'm down a little over 500 now, and clearly went onto a cold streak there and just could not get anything to go my way. Was that a forced trade? I don't think so. No, yeah, in hindsight, well, yeah, that was a forced trade. Of course I'm going to say that because it was a loser, but had that thing come down, broke that trend line, I'd say good job, Clay, anticipating that trend line break. But it didn't, and I'm glad I got out where I did because that loss would have just kept on getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, I'm done. At some point, you got to know as a trader where to wave the flag, and I've waved the white flag. The good news here is that as far as, from a bigger picture point of view, it's not like I blew up my account. It's not like I wrecked my month, wrecked my week, nothing like that. But you do need to, as traders, know when it's time to be done. And sometimes it's quite obvious, right? Sometimes there's a little gray area. Should I be done? But this has become quite obvious that just not working out. So I need to move on and just be done with the day. So yeah, not a good day. Again, not a terrible day. Controlled, was not anything massive. And I don't want to be done because I keep scanning the market and I keep looking at the market saying, see, the market's going to come down and that's going to drag these stocks down with it. But yeah, I have passed that point. So it's funny how even when things are as black and white as they are, your mind will still try to convince you to make another trade. But yeah, I am done. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, as traders, our job is let's make sure we're not blowing up our account. Let's not make sure we're not wrecking our week, wrecking our month. And today individually, yeah, not pleasant, not the funnest of experiences, but within the big picture, I'll be all right. The account's fine, and just gotta, survive so you can thrive another day. And one of these days, it's just a matter of time. All these trades I make, they'll go in my favor, and I'll be looking at a very solid day. But the nice thing about that is you can let a stock move in your favor as much as it wants to go. Whereas when it comes to taking losses, you're in control. You can cut. All right, I'm out now. But if it starts to go in your favor, you have no idea how much it could go in your favor, which is why, from a big picture point of view, like I said, it just takes one or two trades to have gone my way, and then I'm looking at a much different day. But it just didn't happen today, and that's what happened. So appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you spending time with me here. Take care. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if you enjoy these videos. Real quick, wanted to do an update. Walked away several hours later, came back, did another trade. So yeah, I realized I said I was done, but there was a mass amount of separation from that point to when I came back. Saw a quality setup. So in other words, my mind was right. I wasn't irritated. My emotions were fine. I can truly say that I was peace of mind, and I suppose to defend myself and defend my decision-making process. The trade turned out fine, and sure, didn't get green on the day, but managed to bring that loss down a little bit more, which, as I said earlier, was never a big deal to begin with. So to know that I could knock it down a little bit more helps out. So that is where I finally closed on the day, down $356. So again, thank you for hanging out. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.